Welcome to Vet Zone, where passion for animals, science, and medicine lives. Here's looking at you, kid, and all the other goat terms. In the late Middle Ages, the terms for naming groups of animals rapidly expanded. After all, without Netflix or Twitter, what else do you do in the evening? Let's create names. The term of venery, as they called it, for a group of goats is flock or herd. However, the lesser used term trip exists. Internet searches can yield some fun examples, like an escargotoire of snails, or kindle of kittens. Learning a few of these could help you stand out when speaking among a shrewdness of apes. This time in history also led to different terms based on age and gender. Like man, woman, girl, boy, and infant, similar names exist for our goat friends. You begin your life as a kid or baby goat, regardless of gender. If you want to distinguish between male and female goats that are under a year of age, you use the term bucklings and doelings respectively. Once they've reached adulthood, like rabbits and deer, we call them bucks and does. If between 1 and 2 years of age, we term any goat a yearling. When you castrate a buck, you remove not only their testicles, but their name, and call them a wether. Honestly, within the realm of livestock, this terminology is about as easy as it gets. The terminology for swine, chicken, and asses becomes complicated. There are other terms that you should know when venturing into the world of goats. When you and I are kidding around, we're making jokes. When goats are kidding, they are delivering babies. You might say, my goat is close to kidding, or this will be Zoe's first kidding. Sometimes, kidding results in a polled goat, that is, a goat born who will never grow horns. Of course, most goats will develop horns, meaning that you will most likely have to disbud or remove their horns. Occasionally, after you have disbudded a goat, small pieces of the horns, or skurs, grow back. Since this process isn't fun for anyone, you may think of breeding 2 polled goats in the hopes of making more polled goats. Unfortunately, this situation increases the risk of kidding hermaphrodites, goats with both male and female reproductive organs. Being sterile, unable to reproduce, you do not want these goats. While you and I may get stuck in a rut, bucks get in rut. Neither is something you want to experience. When men want to attract women, they may brag, show off, or find other ways to make fools of themselves. But at least they don't self-urinate. A buck in rut will urinate on their own head, beard, face, and front legs to make themselves more attractive to does. Ooh la la. Non-pregnant does are termed open. When in standing heat, the open doe's hormones make them crazy enough for them to stand still for the stinky, urine-soaked buck to breed with them. Once pregnant, the doe is considered settled. Her duration of pregnancy or gestation typically lasts 150 days. After this, kidding occurs, and the cycle of life continues round. While cows and horses graze, goats portray a different feeding behavior called browsing. They prefer the leaves from high-growing plants like shrubs and bushes. So if you are in a rut or just settled in and browsing with kids, make certain if you are talking to people in or out of the goat world, because the response you get may be very different. Congratulations! We have covered 20 common goat terms and have listed their definitions at myvetzone.com. Thank you for listening.